Hi guys, so in my most recent update of my BMW E39, it didn't show terribly good news. You saw what happened to the paintwork. So naturally a full respray is it's unavoidable, have to do. So now I am on my way to the paint shop. But before that, I also realized that the car was actually due for its next service anyways. Well, I just brought it to Scheidt's workshop. He checked the car through. There were just basically did an oil change, nothing else needed fixing, except that he detected a slight leak of oil through the valve cover gasket. The valve cover gasket was, I remember changing the valve cover gasket during its very first service after I picked up the car from Burns. So, and now a year on, about 12,000 kilometers from that on, yeah, the valve cover gasket has leaked. But well, you see, the thing is that I was told by Scheidt that these valve cover gaskets, these M54 valve cover gaskets, original valve cover gaskets is about 200 bucks. OEM ones, half the price, but they don't last quite so well. So I checked back my old receipts and found that the bill for those valve cover gaskets were 95 ringgit. And yeah, well, I can't remember whether did I make that choice or not. But hey, you know, you pay when you pay for less than original parts, you just have to live with a shorter service lifespan. It's always a balance of these factors. You either pay the full price for original stuff that lasts you a bit longer, or you skim a bit, pay for OEM stuff that may or may not have the same service lifespan. Choice is yours. I'm not blaming anybody for that. All right. So, but that aside, yeah. So oil change. I've decided to stick with chem loop because the previous round, yeah, I was entirely satisfied with the performance of the oil. But I have decided to go one grade thicker. Previously I was running 10W30, which based on a lot of feedback from M54 users using different brand engine oils, thinner engine oils do have a greater tendency to consume. But yeah, so I have not had engine oil consumption problems with this engine yet. But well, I decided why not go to a thicker, one grade thicker. So I'm getting now this car is running on 10W40. At this point in time, can't really tell any difference. So yeah, this round of service, relatively cheap, but it is the paint job that's going to be the one that really hurts. Oh, I forgot to mention, the current mileage of the car is 161,000 kilometers. Yeah, so the previous oil change took place about 8,400 kilometers ago. Just about right.
Turn left on July.
Okay guys, so right now I'm back at the paint shop 24 hours after I dropped the car. So let's just show you how it's. Checked it out. So these guys, they have done a thorough job. They have removed all the lights, the bumpers, all the trim elements, everything they took out. Okay, they're still part way through. I understand that they will be removing these rubber trim as well. The ones on top here already been taken out. So let me just show you also other parts. That's the boot, and you see the panel. This boot was changed. This was not the original boot that came with the car. So somewhere along the way, car probably got rear-ended, and one of the previous owners put in a replacement boot. Okay, so they've scraped out all the paint. They've not scraped out. They're in the midst of fully scraping out all the paint. Okay, and one of the reasons they will be removing all this rubber trim is so that they can spray the paint through all these gaps. So as a result, right, instead of using the tape method to tape the edges, okay, why they do this is so that you don't see the gaps, okay, the joining between the old and the new paint. Okay, so these guys here, the painters here, I've spoken to them earlier. They told me that this car, somewhere along its life, was previously repainted. The whole car, not just part of it, the whole car. So whoever that did the repainting job didn't do it very consistently, or maybe somewhere along the way there were also, you know, after the repaint, the car got into other benders, and what the owners along the way they touched up here and there. Okay, but this is day one. Let me just show you the bumper. Along the way, walk you through some of the cars that. So now, one noticeable thing about this place is that yesterday I spoke with the boss, who actually is part of from my E39 group. He says they don't use oven baking. Okay, they depend on the sun. Okay, they use the sun drying method to dry their paint. Now you can see this is something that I noticed ever since, even when I bought the car. This dripping marks here of paint here. Okay, so this is my rear bumper, and there over there, that's my front bumper. There you go. So this place here, this is PDL Auto Works. Oh, they actually do have an oven, but they don't use it for the whole car. They only use it for parts of the car. So hey, I recognize those bits. Those are also E39 body parts. Obviously not my car, of course. So that's my car's progress in day one. I'm told that they will need 10 days to turn this car around. So I'll try to drop by as often as possible to give you guys a more complete look of the progress as it goes. Okay, guys. So the last time I checked on this car was 2 days ago. Okay, so this is day 3 of the work in progress, and you see they have practically scraped out almost all the paint from the car. So this one they have put ini cement kan? So they have put a new coat of cement in areas where the panels are a bit dented. This one apparently all that's left of the original paint. All right, this was the only part of the car that was left unpainted before, because they tried to scrape the paint off the roof, and they actually couldn't scrape it. They tak jadi to scrape it out. So yeah, so that is original. This boot lid has been replaced before, hence the panel come out. Ini pernah tukar kan ini? From what they can see, the front part of the car has never gotten into an accident before, but this part here, the rear end, has received some accident repairs. Hence, that's why there's a new boot. And apparently there was a bit of rust here as well, which they have mended. Okay, so I come show you the side. Yeah, so I would say progress looks good. And now it's Friday as I record this. So I'll check in again next Monday. Hi guys, so the last time I checked on my car was a Friday, and today is Monday. Let's see what's the progress. Okay guys, so the stripping of exterior parts are still ongoing. All right, they since the last I checked, they have actually managed to also scrape off the paint of the roof. And they've also went as far as removing all the trim parts, in the interior trim parts, and also all these the side seals and all that, just so that they can spray the insides here as well. Okay, this is definitely a scope way beyond what I've initially legislated for. But well, if you're opening it up, what the heck, let's just do it. So here we have, this is the rear bumper, okay, which they have also scraped off all the paint. And I think that is probably my front bumper up there. It's my front bumper. And here we have, these are all the addition, all the, you know, the side protector moldings and all that. This I was told by the people who open it, some of the clips, because of age, have broken. So yep. But that aside, everything is proceeding at a steady pace. Right, emphasize on steady, because I've just been told by the painters that this is going to take a lot more than a week. So won't be driving this car for some time, to be